What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, Steve the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you another NFC East report. Um, if you guys don't know what the NFC East report is, I started it in 2018. I started it really late. The idea came to me, but I started it really late. Then I totally forgot about it in 2019. But then I remembered it again at the end of the season. So I was like, you know what? For the 2020 season, I'm going to bring it back. And basically how it works is, obviously I'm going to talk about the NFC East because that's my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and all of our division opponents. The Washington football team, the Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants. I'm going to talk about what our record is, who the opponents are going to face next week, and my thoughts on just the entire division and the direction of, of the team or my team and some of the other teams in the division as well. So, welcome to the NFC East report. This is technically episode 7. Like I said, I started it really late in 2018, and then I missed entire season in 2019. But we're here, we're back, and we're doing this again. So basically, like I said, at the end of every week, you're going to get an NFC East report. So let's talk about the NFC East report. Let's talk about the NFC East. And the NFC East, well, if you're a Washington football fan, you're really happy right now because you're the only team that won this week by embarrassing my Philadelphia Eagles, which I'm still baffled by. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what happened, and I'm going to do another video tomorrow on it, especially talking about Carson Wentz and just my whole feelings of just this team right now and all that other stuff. But we're not talking about just the Philadelphia Eagles. We're talking about the Washington, the NFC entire division. So as you know, Washington beat us 27-17. I'll go more in tomorrow. The Dallas Cowboys, they ended up losing to the Rams 20-17. I didn't watch the game, but from what I could tell, the defense for the Cowboys was not all that good. The offense didn't look all that spectacular, but I can't put much stock into it because it's week 1 and it's a very strange NFL season, so I can't put too much stock into it. Heck, even Tom Brady and the Bucks didn't look all that impressive yesterday. So again, it's only one game. Can't put too much stock in it unless I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, which I am. And you know me, just like all Philadelphia Eagles fans, I'm gonna overreact. But you'll get that video tomorrow. So they ended up losing, and then the New York Giants ended up losing today to the Pittsburgh Steelers 26-16. Again, didn't watch the game. I was at my horrible job, breaking my back for no apparent reason. So everyone in the division lost except Washington, which really angers me even more because I'm like, Dad, we could have been 1-0 and everyone else could have been 0-1. We let a rare opportunity slip in our hands, man. We really did, and it's frustrating. But congrats to Washington. You guys are turning it around, and I hate it, but you're turning it around. So congrats. What else is there to talk about? Well, we can talk about the opponents next week. So Washington, you guys are going to be going up against the Arizona Cardinals next week, 4:05 Eastern time. That's not going to be an easy game for y'all. The Cardinals just beat the 49ers yesterday, so that's not going to be an easy game. Kyler Murray, Larry Fitzgerald, let's see, who else? Let's not forget D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins, So that team is looking really dangerous. A lot of people expect them to make a push for the wild card spot. We'll see, but that's not going to be an easy team for y'all. Dallas, they have the Falcons next week. Not a hard team. I honestly expect Dallas to win and bounce back. I don't expect much from the Atlanta Falcons at all. So that's unfortunate. Let's see. Who does New York face? New York faces the Chicago Bears. Another interesting one because Mitchell Trubisky was looking terrible as usual, and then he led a comeback and beat the Lions yesterday. So that makes it even more difficult for me to swallow because Mitchell Trubisky was looking greater and better than Carson Wentz yesterday, and that's a problem. That's a problem, man. That's a real problem. But again, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So there's that. And then finally, the Eagles, we will be taking on the Rams at home. I'm not looking forward to that game. You know, it's always a battle and a slugfest when we go up against Sean McVay and these Rams. And what that defensive line did to the Dallas Cowboys and what Washington did to our offensive line, I'm not all too excited, man. I'm really not. Obviously, I don't fear Jared Goff. I don't fear the running game. But that defense, man, with Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Brockers, they got some dogs over there, man, and I'm really worried. I'm really worried. I wish I could go into detail more about the Eagles, but I gotta wait till tomorrow. I really wish I could talk about it. Oh man, but this is the NFC East report, and we just talk about the whole division, not just the Philadelphia Eagles. But that is that's pretty much about it for the NFC East. So I think Washington's gonna lose. They're gonna. I don't know though, but that's an interesting game. Washington and the Cardinals. That's an interesting game. I mean, the Cardinals did beat the 49ers. I mean, if you can beat the 49ers, you can beat the Washington football team. And the 49ers got a better defense than the Washington football team. And Kyler Murray beat them. And D-Hop went for $140, I believe. So, it's possible. It's possible. But I'm going to have to go with the Arizona Cardinals, because I just don't like the Washington football team. Okay? My pride, my head is going over my heart. I'm picking I almost said the 49ers. I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to beat them, okay? That's what I'm doing. As for the Dallas Cowboys, I expect them to bounce back, and I expect them to beat the Atlanta Falcons. And as for, I don't even have to think about that. Like, why? Atlanta, they just haven't been the same since that Super Bowl collapse, man. And they get near the end right there. So I don't expect much from them. And then finally, New York and Chicago, another tough game to predict. But I'm going to have to go with Chicago because they still do have that defense. And they got the Mac Daddy Khalil Mack over there on that side. And they got my boy Nick Foles. So you never know if something happens with Trubisky, Nick Foles going to light y'all up. So, say Nick. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Bears because of that defense mainly. As long as Mr. Trubisky doesn't screw it up, I think the Bears can win. And obviously, I'm going to do my Philadelphia Eagles predictions video on Wednesday. So I'm going to leave that up for a mystery right now. I'm leaning toward a certain way. You can probably guess which way I'm leaning towards. The way I've been talking and feeling. But you just got to wait till Wednesday. So, with that being said, that's pretty much... excuse me. That's pretty much about it. That is the NFC East Report, Episode 7. I will see you guys next week for Episode 8. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 3 words for you. As always, fly, Eagles, fly. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.